Welcome, student. Today we'll begin the second chapter, Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. If you might have heard the name Nelson Mandela, he was just like just a figure like Gandhiji. What Gandhiji fought for the freedom in India. In the same way, Nelson Mandela was a person who fought for discrimination through the race in South Africa. So he was a person was who had been in prison for at least 30 years. You can just imagine being in prison for 30 years just because he wanted to fight the discrimination. He wanted to remove the discrimination of the color, discrimination of race by color. What we say that in lots of European countries, people are discriminated through color. They are considered as blacks, and the white are considered as superior. They think that they are superior to blacks, and a lot of problem is created then after. Just as we have the caste discrimination in India, we have the caste discrimination in India. So Nelson Mandela had to fight against this discrimination, and for in his fight he had to stay in prison for a very long time. You cannot just imagine how 30 years you spend in a prison. So Nelson Mandela had to fight against freedom, and the special word which is used for the discrimination of race is apartheid. Is a political system that separates people according to their race. So there is a lot of discrimination there, and later on in African National Congress spent a lifetime of 30 years against this. Mandela had to spend 30 years, and finally when he was released, and later on he was sworn in as the first black president in the new nation in South Africa. Up till then, there was not a single person as a president who was black. Recently, you might have heard about the incident in America, a person who was killed. He was also a African American black, name as George Floyd, and lots of problem had been protest, and lots of discrimination had been through that person, and it had been a headlines news internationally worldwide. So this is a autobiography by him, and we will go through the chapter now with the first line. 10th May dawned bright and clear from the past. Now here I will stop and just show you the real image when actually he took the oath as a president in South Africa, and the person standing just next to him is Thombe Mbeki. Thombo Mbeki is the person who is standing left to him, and in the red dress is the daughter, his daughter Janani. So we'll begin with the chapter here. For the past few days I had been pleasantly besieged. Besieged means to be surrounded very closely by dignitaries. Dignitaries means very important people and world leaders who were coming to pay their respect, before the inauguration. Inauguration means the inauguration function of him as being a president. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of the international leaders of South Africa on South African soil. It was for the first time that so many people from the other countries had gathered at South Africa. The ceremonies took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheater. Now, amphitheater, I'll show you the picture of the amphitheater, is actually a part of a theater which is actually open. This is a picture of amphitheater which is open. It doesn't have any roof, and there are lots of seats where people can sit. So it is known as a amphitheater, and this is the very place where he was sworn in as a president. So we'll continue with the chapter. Union stands on amphitheater formed by the Union building of Pretoria. Pretoria is a place. For decades, means for many years, this had been a seat of white supremacy. So here we can say that this was a place of white supremacy, means only the whites ruled and they were only elected. And now it was the site of rainbow gathering of different colors and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. Now this was for the first time that lots of other countries were also guests there, and they all witnessed this historic moment. On the lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by my daughter Janini. This is his daughter that we can see in the image, Janini, and on the podium. Podium means a stage. So podium is a stage. Mr. De Klerk was the first sworn in and second deputy president. So he was the second deputy president. Then Thombe Mbeki is this was sworn in as the first deputy president. When it was my turn, now these are the words of Nelson Mandela. Now he is telling, I pledge means promise, to obey and uphold the constitution and to devote, understand devote? To give time, effort, each and everything, devotion, myself to the well-being of the republic and its people. To assembled, to the assembled guest and the watching world, I said. Now here is the script, here is the speech that he really that he spoke on that day. From here, today all of us do by our presence here confer means give here glory and hope to the newborn liberty. Liberty means freedom. Out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long, means too long they had to face the problem as the fight for discrimination. The blacks were considered very inferior and they had to, as in olden times they were called as slaves, so they were called out of many names and they had to be under the supremacy of the white people there. Led to last too long, must be born a society of which all humanities will be proud. So he said that we should be proud. We who were outlaws, now here the meaning of outlaw is not the outlaw, because of the policies and epithet many countries had earlier broken off domestic relationship with South Africa. The thing was that many countries even did not have any relation, they did not want to do anything to do with South Africa. They had cut off all the relations with the South Africa only due to the race color discrimination. So was given rare privilege, outlaws not so long ago have today been given the rare privilege to be host of the nation of the world on our soil. So this was very new thing, and it was very surprising for everyone and a moment of glory actually, that all these people, those who opposed this country, were now on their own soil and they were there for the ceremony. We thank all of our distinguished, means well known international guests for having come to take possession with the people of our country of what is after all a common victory for justice. Means this was a victory, means now he actually had ended the discrimination, he had fought too long for it, and for peace, for human dignity. Dignity means worth. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. The meaning of emancipation is freedom from restriction, means now you are free, no slavery. We pledge ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage. Bondage means slavery of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender, and other discrimination. So he spoke on everything, on poverty also, The people are discriminated through poverty, color, gender also. So lots of discriminations are there. In our India, we have caste discrimination, one of it. So this never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression. Oppression means something which is when you are suppressed by power, by authority, by the oppression of one by another. Means he wanted to say that never it will happen again that any race or any other people of the country will suppress the other due to the discrimination. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement, and the sun shall never set on so glorious as human achievement. Let freedom reign means rule. Reign means rule. Let freedom rule. God bless Africa. And he said, God bless Africa. Now, this year we come to the end of a part of the lesson. Half of the lesson is done. We will continue with the next lesson. Now, there are 5 questions in this section just below page number 18 and on 19. You go through the chapter once again, and after that you can write the question answers. So here we come to the end of the chapter. Tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow we will begin with the next part of the lesson. Thank you very much.